I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. Oh, if it isn't my hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa, hmm? Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again. Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
Well, you heard the lady. We don't want things to get messy.
What is it? What's going on? What? No!
Such dramatics. Enough, away with you. Blessed silence at last. Some time in the cage should do her good. And you'll regret sticking your nose in my business.
I will not know failure.
This is good. With finesse.
Can't even catch my breath. Sometimes the only way out is through. Don't waste a step.
Can't give up. Not now. Got to move.
Enjoy playing with your new friends. Bye-bye.
these days. I'll strike you down.
Moving.
Hungry for the slaughter. Into the shadows.
Stay on my feet. Light on my feet. Don't want to draw any attention.
Have to keep going. Take you. On the move.
Let's turn someone inside out. Sounds like fun.
Never a dull moment.
Make way.
Shall we dance? Now they see me.
Still breathing, despite everything. wanted the easy path.
Assume nothing.
No one back. Let's see what this does.
You are as thick as they come, sweetness. This is my personal playhouse, and you don't have an invite. Get out! God's alive, a paladin! You lot are drier than shite in the noonday sun. I've picked plenty of your brethren from my teeth, Petal, and I look forward to seeing how tasty you are. Ah!
Stop! Please!
Such
My
charming
sweet Paladin, whose beloved asked that his beauty never fade. My darling Macron, she wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head crossed me.
Away! Away!
My dearest Ephraim, he begged me to halt the deadly disease that ravaged him. This poor dear wished never to lay eyes on her family again.
Is not considered.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
My family took her, my baby girl, pretended she never existed. Told Ethel never wanted to see them again. She took my eyes. They didn't like me having something they couldn't touch. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters without baby girl.
Please! Please! Away! Away!
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
The door stays silent. The door shudders, imagining its wooden frame cracking and splintering in a raging inferno. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form shimmering. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. You feel the presence within shrink, terrified.
Stop! Please! No! No! Don't look! Mustn't look! Mustn't see! I see it. What's to come?
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining! Lies! Lies! I see it! See truth! See death! All future! Always asked! Never good! Never see! Never! Gods, don't hurt me! Oh, please! Please! Please, please, please! Monster! Monster! For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer! No! No! Mind flayer! Get away! Get away!
No intention of letting that happen.
Wait! Wait!
Careful, I'm behind. They won't see me coming. This will do nicely. Just like...
Don't make me hurt them!
You bow, or you bleed.
Breathe deep and move.
What's the plan?
their pretty little bones.
Yes.
I won't! I will not know failure.
Still on my feet. With haste.
To focus.
Get this mask off me!
Make way.
Come on, can't stay idle. May the gods take you first. Time to get going. Don't waste a step. Don't mind if I do. Let's have a look.
The trap. Just as I expected.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
I'm ready. Have to keep pushing. Looks like a trap there.
Don't touch me.
Like its will be done. An efficient path.
All right, what now? Best be on my way.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Can't give up now. Breathe deep and move.
Best avoid that trap.
There, in the cage.
No time to rest.
Looks like a trap there.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. What path lies before me?
You come to my home, interfere in my business, and now have the gall to face me in the heart of my lair? You petulant bollocks! I'll rip your spine out your asshole! I'll use your blood to spice my stew! I'll keep you alive until I've sucked the marrow from your bones. And then I'll bring you back and do it all over again.
Just get out of here! Please!
Taking position.
You want the girl so bad. Fine.
That girl hasn't got long, if you plan to save her.
Time for a cuddle. Let's move. They won't know what bit them.
Let's do this.
survival is all that matters. These boots have seen everything.
Bloody clever clogs!
Leave! Stop it! All of you! Don't do this! Leave me here! Stop it! All of you! Enough! Don't do this!
Deep being unleashed, don't you?
Let's spill some blood. Come on.
Can't give up. Onward.
Take two.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Enough! Don't do this!
You've made a grave mistake.
Leave me here! Stop it! Enough! Don't do this! Leave me
This is your end.
Wait! Ah! Wait just a tick! Killing me is a waste of time. I'll find a way to return. Always have, always will. But it's unpleasant. So how about we be civilized about this, hmm? I have something you want. But she's worthless to you. Let me leave with the girl, and I'll give you power. You want to be stronger, tougher, smarter? Done. Anything is possible. Just let me keep the girl and her babe.
Trading some wealth we just met for impossible power. It's a fine deal.
It's your choice, sweetness. Doesn't it ever get lonely up on that high horse of yours? But have it your way. Tell your precious little god I say hello. After I rip out your throat. Try to find me now, brat!
Need to stay focused.
You bastard! You ruined it! You ruined everything! Ethel was going to bring my husband back. Back from the dead. And now I'll never see him again. Because of you! She would have. I had everything figured out. Just a bit longer and my child would have been born. And all this would have been over. Don't judge me. I have nothing. My baby would have been raised in rags. Auntie Ethel promised to give this child a good life. Teach them magic even. More than I could have done. I always wanted to be a mother. I just never thought I'd do it alone. Now I'll have to drag Connor's coffin all the way home. It's the only way this child will ever meet their father. I hope you're happy.
Time to get going.
Open up.
Choke on your guts. Where there's people, there's hags. Didn't want the girl. Wanted her babe. Was going to eat it and make a hag daughter. In my workroom. Not me. That's cruel. It's people. They want and want and want. I merely give.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
light on my feet. I'll take that.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please. May she burn in the 9 hells. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The Mind Flayer. No. The hag's gift is gone, but it's going to happen. Soon. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone. Everyone around you. You can't. I'm so sorry.
Oh, me head. Oh no. No. Why ain't I petrified? What? How am I still breathing? I've the bite. Why do you think I'm here? The hag petrified me. Only way to stop it. I was on death's door. But now I feel great. How?
Not only is the disease gone, you see it's left no scars. An impossibility for the bite.
What? But that doesn't make a lick of sense. Unless that double-crossing, filthy, lying hag! She made me sick and then trapped me in stone for kicks! I don't know! Days, years! My kids were only babes when I left. The stones know how old they are now. Only 'cause of you. I ain't got no way to repay you. No, what you've done for me and mine today won't be forgotten. Thank you.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again. What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back! Bring Connor back! Please! What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
You feel something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him? But this isn't what she promised! I wanted him back! Back the way he was! Not this! No! Don't put him in the ground! He is afraid of the dark. I'll do it. I'll take him. You don't know that. He could still be in there. And I gotta try. Maybe someone in Baldur's Gate can help us. Connor always said you can find anything in that city. I'll figure something out. Come on, love. Let's go.
Using Ethel's wand wasn't the best idea.
What happened, happened. Standing here arguing won't change it.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
No, there's collectors in the city. They'll pay good coin for it, I swear.
You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate.
Beg Sylvanus, not me. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. and the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
I see it on your face. You hate me. And I don't blame you.
I do not hate you. I am ashamed at how far I let your machinations spread. You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough.
Within the inner sanctum, of course. It is not for us to fight your battles.
Make it quick. You're disrupting the harmony of this holy place.
Should have resisted. It should have been different.
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halcyon again. You kept your word. Thank you. I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanas' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Beautiful glade. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, an Albert.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
People will start talking with all the time we spend together. Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire. Live a little.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
Hey, you! Can you keep a secret? Just between you and me, I nicked some wine. when the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Soon, when you rest, I will come.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the Goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Thank you. I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. Were our bond a little stronger, I might even have shared a moment of magic with you. Alas, our fledgling acquaintanceship has not yet taken flight. Such intimacy will have to wait. Another night, perhaps.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. Ouch. You don't need to mock me when I'm feeling low. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations too. Ah, come on. Let's not spoil an effective thing. You point, I rage, we win. Doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Have fun.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. Her mind is certainly an enigma. But would you wish it any other way?
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the Shadow-cursed lands. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise.
Do not be so impatient to move on as Halsin. As ever, the Githyanki Kresh remains our priority.
Been up to all day without us,
Copper for your thoughts. Copper for your thoughts.
Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to... Excellent.
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Always good when I'm with you.
Speak. It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. Perhaps. Absolute may be a mere pseudonym behind which this master hides. Whatever this voice, whomever this master, it dominates dreams and unites minds.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am, is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth. Go ahead. I'm listening. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat. Scars don't make us kindred soft meat, and they don't make you welcome in my nest. You'll be missing more than your eye before I'm done. You're small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
What to do? Looking ahead. Can't slow down. I'll give it a shot.
Someone's moving around in there.
I need a quick word.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger! Oh, hell, dwarves! I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
What's in here? I'll take that.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean. Whoa, hold your arrows. This is Rugen's savior, I'll bet. He told us all about you. Come on in then. Any friend of Rugen's is a friend of the family.
What's that smell?
Something over there.
No. No, thank you. I'm far too busy to speak. Goodbye. No, not trade. Trap. Prove you're more useful alive.
You're the one who recruited me, Rugen. You're the one who taught me rule number 1. Remember? No. Ollie didn't remember either. Did you, Ollie? You're dead the moment you steal from the Zentarim. No matter who you are. The fire in you! Maybe we wouldn't be here if Rugen had a little bit of that, eh? Tell you what, you've already taken Rugen's cargo, so finish the job and I'll let you live. Deliver it to Baldur's Gate. Oh, and kill him. You were so close. So close to walking out of this alive.
On my way. Let's have a little fun.
Need to find a way forward. What now?
Jimmy on the go.
Concentrate.
One day I'll catch a break.
Under their noses.
Ready.
Let's go.
Have to keep going. Very well.
No more. You beautiful bastard. Thought my luck had finally run out.
Wait, wait! I'm just a prisoner! Spare me and there'll be coin, I swear it. I'm an artist. These faithless bastards were trying to ransom me back to my patron. She is a woman of great means and great generosity to those who serve her well. Heroes who rescue her prize painter, for example. Oscar Fevras, at your service. A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out.
You recall a recent scandal. A patriarch of Baldur's Gate who wished to marry a commoner.
I did not run away. A date was never set. There were complications. Before my fame, my patron, there was another woman. One I planned to spend my life with. But when Lady Janeth offered me a future, well, it felt only right to mention my past. Right, but unwise. I was forced to retreat into the countryside to paint and to clear my head. To choose, I suppose. Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad. Regardless, we have more immediate concerns.
Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some. A hero to the hilt. Seek me out in the city, truly. Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
What's hiding here?
Watch your back. Delightful. Over there. Let's find some prey.
You've messed up. Won't live to regret it.
On my way.
stand in my way. Another step forward.
Smell blood. Say bye-bye.
Another fight. Let's go.
A better position.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
That helped.
Anything of use? Swift as my feet can carry me. That's curious.
Traps. How considerate.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. I've got a long road ahead.
Don't touch me. Simple.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Yes! Damon can use this to fix me.
At the ready.
Trust no one. Hardly a challenge.
Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything.
An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
A false wall? What's behind it?
All right, what now? Here goes nothing.
Keep your distance, darling. Easy.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Here we go.
Much depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Gods, what's happening?
Someone there? With pleasure.
Still breathing, despite everything. On my way.
Careful, I bite. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Let's move. One day I'll catch a break.
Fungal spores. Is a little blood mist too much to ask for?
More are coming.
Huh? What in the hells are you?
They're coming. They're coming.
This might be some devil's ploy. Don't listen to it.
They're coming. You're coming.
use?
A trap. Time to dance.
My faith will guide me.
Oh, damn you.
Well, so much for peace.
Outmaneuver them.
Moving.
Heading there.
On my way.
I'm ready. Let's play Jimmy. Leave no trace.
The Underdark, as if we didn't face enough dangers back up on the surface.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Broken bones.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Off we go then.
What the hell was that thing?
Let's see.
Slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone. You've been caught mid-robbery. Your next move had best be a careful one. What was taken is free to be reclaimed, and You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected. You managed to talk your way in. No easy feat.
What now? Into the shadows. On my way. On the hunt. Don't mind if I do.
Not for communal use.
At least things have stayed interesting. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Don't mind if I do. Something good here, I hope. Need to find a way forward. That's curious. Let's see what this does.
How delicious. Let's crack it open.
Let's move. Time to press ahead. Cursed to put my hands on everything. What to do? Have to keep going.
Well, hello. Simple.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Another step forward.
Easy.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Wish I had a bag of holding. Better not be cursed. Looking ahead. Open up.
Yes, here. Just like old times.
Need to act fast. No time like the present.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Now
This is my happy place. Ready for this?
Might be useful. Swift as my feet can carry me. Let's see what this does.
If this isn't important. Like a wraith.
Let's get going. Always room for more. Tennis and torch stalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other. What's hiding here? Breathe deep and move. What's inside? Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar. Let's see. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Don't mind if I do. Never wanted the easy path.
Making me sweat.
These things have stayed interesting. Light on my feet. Maybe I need more pockets.
are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
You detect a distinct quiver in every note. These creatures have experienced recent tragedy. The parasite is quiet. You feel no bond with the creature. Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
I should speak up.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi. Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zirkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis. That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As the Meloan's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Aurelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma. I intend no disrespect, but one can only heal so much of their own brain tissue. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timosk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timosks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric. The southwest when I last saw her, although her tower does have a tendency to move. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
On my way.
Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Yes, she is cataloging coital and fertility rituals.
Oh, well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
Something's on my mind.
Looking at something? The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see. Oh. Go on. Very good. Now just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. Observant. Mirrors aren't much use, but being reflected in someone else's eyes? Well, I could do worse.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your
Oakfather's blessings to you. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cast. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. I'm sure something will come to me, given time. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. A bad impression. Impossible.
I've come to sate you and be sated. I lead, you follow. So you think. Let's see if you're right. Curious. I drained you dry, yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.